Hello everyone, I'm CBAT007 and welcome back to Night of the Full Moon. Last time we checked out the Ranger and it was an okay run. We unlocked a couple more achievements, earned a couple more cards we went over. Still have quite a long way to go, as you can see. And we got some more stars I don't believe we spent last time. I think it's max. Oh, did we unlock all the stars already? Can we just... Ah, well... We unlocked everything already, we got enough stars. Doesn't take that long. I mean, these aren't huge buffs, but some bonus mana. Mana upgrades from leveling. And the first chapter, you draw an extra card at the start of each combat, which is useful. You got more health, or maximum health when you level up. And against bosses, draw an extra card at the start of each combat, and then an initial equipment slot +1. That's really useful. But other than that, not much to go over right away. We're gonna get back into it. We went over the Ranger, so I think we can move on. We'll just show off all the classes, I think. These are normals, first thing, and then we'll actually dive deeper into the game. So let's get into the Nun. It says, the Little Red Riding Hood does not like to use violence to solve problems. Injuries of the body are far easier to treat than those of the heart and spirit. This is the Little Red Hood's motto. Perhaps this is the reaction why she's more understanding than others. Let's get into it. Hope y'all's days doing well. It's been an okay weekend. I think I missed a day of upload. Just trying to get this schedule on. And the Betrayer content, I got my other laptop, it's working. So we'll get back into that game too. I really want to show off that game, play through it. It seemed really fun. But as for the Nun, we can transform one of our cards. This is a new thing we haven't talked about yet. Transforming will take a card. It's more or less what the collector does. It'll take a card and just turn it into another card. It's quite useful if you get lucky, but it can also just suck. Like then we got Charm. View 1 to 3 cards from enemy's deck. Choose one to copy. It's an action card. It is our only action card, and every class starts out with 1 action point. So it's not a complete waste. It's just a meh card. Stab attack's really good early. 9 piercing damage will one-shot any early enemy. And our Fairy Box. We got Mastery of Fire. Whenever you use a spell with no less than 5 mana cost, deal 3 fire damage. That's okay. Music Box. Maximum health +5, gain 5 gold, and 5 initial mana. That one just an overall buff of everything. And Banish Darkness. When you overheal, deal half amount of piercing damage. We are probably going to be overhealing a fair amount, but I really like the Music Box. It just gives us a little bit of everything we need, which is really helpful. Our initial mana down here is 4, so 9 initial mana is going to be great. Let's fight this spider. Let's get into it. We hate this spider anyways.
Taste my venom.
So we draw an additional card, which was that one right there, for the little stars we were getting. And our equipment is 2 mana at the start of every turn. We can upgrade it to 3 mana, which is what we're going to be doing most likely. And we're just going to set both these prayers out at 1. The way prayers work is, after that many turns, their effect goes off. I didn't really show it off very well. I'll show it more after the combat, but most prayers have a growing effect. I can choose how many turns I want them to take and make them stronger, which can be pretty useful. So like if we go into our prayer, we have 2 of these. The 1 turn is 4, 2 turns is 7, then 10, then 13, then 16. And yeah, I mean, eventually, when the game gets hard enough, you rarely just don't choose the max prayer because you need that damage. But I mean, depending on the prayer, that can be uses. Some prayers just have a set time. They are for 5 turns, or for 2 turns, or whatever it is. There's some prayers that just have a set, but most of them are, are just basic choose. That's why the piercing strike's really good. Just one-shot him.
Is not a dream.
How do you wake up? Who is the dreamer? Ignore him. How do you wake up?
Look at my pocket.
Yeah, he's gonna jack all our stuff. He stole 2 gold from you. What a jerk! That's most of our money. So we can get 3 initial mana or a turn back. When the enemy plays a damaging card, counter it and draw 1 card. An extra card draw is always useful, and we don't take the damage. Let's fight this stupid Scarecrow.
Guard this field.
He has the start of your turn, gain 1 mana for each mark on that, and add a mark. So it's pretty useful. The healing potion we just used, it heals you, but if it overheals you, you gain that amount of overheal as armor, which is useful. And we're just gonna play our piercing strike again. We're perfectly protected due to our heal, and luckily we do enemy damage. We don't have to take some damage. Kill him. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, a good strategy for this game is to just make sure you clear out everything. Ooh, Magic Pocket Watch is really good. Every run. Early on, you might not wanna if you're just learning the game. You're learning how to play, you're learning the strategies. You might just want to choose the fights you know you can win, because some of these enemies get real tough, and if you're not like careful, every enemy, you're gonna misplay a bunch. Magic Pocket Watch. For 4 mana, draw 2 cards and a 30% chance to get an extra turn. Chance is reduced each time you play this card. I believe it's only each time you play that card during that combat, but that is an amazing card. A chance for an extra turn is just great. We're gonna get rid of Charm because I'm not a huge fan of it. Everything else is more or less doing something for us, and that's... I mean, that gave us a 2 damage card. Nah. 3 cards to the enemy's deck, put in your hand. Hey, we got the exact same thing, pretty much. Good. 3 chests, 2 cards. Both of them, really bad. Bomb is okay, it sounds okay, 30 fire damage, but you can use it once the entire game, and prediction. We'll throw another prediction, just because why not? It's not the best, and we can upgrade our thing. 3 mana start of every turn. Doesn't sound amazing, but as you'll notice, our starting deck has very little mana gain because of it. I mean, we don't use a lot of mana. The nun doesn't use a ton of mana because she's more based on her prayers. But there's some really good spells that speed up your prayers, and you're gonna want them. So yes, use our Magic Pocket Watch. As you see right here, boom, take another turn. It's just insanely awesome. I don't think we'll be able to kill him, so we'll grab the counter. Oh no, we can't kill him. Easy. Nice.
You are so stubborn. I told you not to go out during a full moon.
We're just gonna ignore him. -1 courage. Alright. So we haven't seen... Yes, equipment slot. We haven't seen many that we've done before, so it's not showing us, but I was saying, they'll appear what they do, or more or less what they do, after you've used them once.
Dangerous place.
So, you can learn more or less, like you don't have to memorize, and you'll know what boss you want to go for. As for what boss we're going for right now, we've beaten the first 2 easy bosses. If we can go for the priest, we'll go for the priest, but he's not an easy one. Then we'll go for the mysterious man, who's a fun boss, but I don't think we'll go through this build. This build's not great yet, but we'll see how it turns out. The Beggar is a really interesting one. If the enemy has cards in hand, take them, and then skip card draw. So, you can more or less manipulate him to do almost nothing if you have the right hand, where you want to make sure there's a worthless card in your hand at the end of your turn. We don't need the 2 mana. And we give it to him, and that's all he gets to use. Now, that can be useful, it can be not useful, because here's what's in his deck. A bunch of poisons. The enemy can't play cards with different types. I mean, that's not super useful for us. So, we're going to more or less take this, throw it on him. He's going to get 3 damage, but it's only 1 card. Normally, he draws multiple cards, so it's not terrible. He's going to heal up, and 9 damage. Now he gets to draw his cards, so he'll poison us. We'll take 2 damage, but we win. Oh yeah, we had our prayer. I was about to say, what killed him? We played that prayer. I forgot the 3 turns. I didn't even check the shop.
I only carry the highest quality.
Here is some great stuff. Glorious Prayer gives you a bunch of mana. Not great. There's not a lot, like I said, we need mana for. But Peek into the Future and Confession. Confession's insanely overpowered. At the end of each turn, deal 4 piercing damage to the enemy. It stacks infinitely with itself. It doesn't exile from your deck. You can have multiple in your deck. There's multiple ways of proccing it again and again. It is just insanely powerful. We're going to take Chicken Drumstick for next turn. We're going to play a 3-turn that, and we're going to play Confession. So just 4 damage to him. He can do nothing about that. The only way to avoid piercing damage is dodge if you're lucky. But, I mean, there's not a lot of enemies with dodge, so we don't really have to worry about that. He heals 1 every turn, but meh. He's healing 1. He's dead next turn. There's nothing he can do about it. We're gonna heal up and just let him die. Okay.
I don't know why they want to catch me. Could you
help me find my way home? Oh yeah, we'll just go. Yeah, we'll help him. With your help, the innocent little guy's been reunited with his family. Reputation +2. Nice. Shop regular. Well, that's a little late to get that achievement. Been a while since we've been at the shop. The predictions are helping more than a 1 basic attack. Ooh, Magic Boundary. Gain 3 mana, counter the next card the enemy would play. Amazing. Just a great card overall.
Don't miss it.
We want this peek into the future, so we're gonna save up our money for that. I guess I didn't tell you what it does. We'll go back. 4 damage. Yeah, we'll take a 4 damage. We can't use it until next turn, but we'll take it. And it heals us 4 because he's gonna deal at least that much damage to us. And get some armor, and we wanted an extra turn, and we wanted some useful cards, man. Not a lot of use. Well, we'll be able to get some free damage off this. I mean, he'll die next turn. Our prayers will kill him. If we don't kill him right now, which we will. So let's go back at that, level up. Ooh, Rage Prayer. Rage Prayer is like the Battle Prayer we have, Damage Prayer. It's just overall, like, in a lot of ways better. It's fire damage, which, like I said, only matters for a certain few times, so it's not that big of a deal to worry about. Peek into the future. For 2 mana, draw 1 card, and current prayers speed up by 1. It's great. It allows you to, if you're on a good prayer build, it allows you to spam prayers.
Where is my cat?
At the end of your turn, deal damage equal to your current level, or another Rage Prayer.
Don't miss it.
Confession. At the start of your turn, take 2 piercing damage and gain a temporary level 1 Confession. These are both great cards. We're gonna skip this shot because it didn't have that much, and we're gonna fight the Pumpkin King. What was a Pumpkin? Oh yeah, Pumpkin King starts with Rallying Trumpet. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to the enemy. He will stack Rallying Trumpets, and he will play a card that allows him to deal bonus damage based on the number of trumpets. So your best bet to fight him would be equipment control cards. There's not a ton of those in the game, and usually I pass them up because they rarely come in handy. But see, 3 damage for each Rallying Trumpet you have on the field. But we can grab a Rallying Trumpet, and that's just a bonus damage. It's not a ton, but hey, damage is damage. Then we just counter his Rallying Trumpet and counter his bomb. So our first turn was great. We got pretty much everything we need to counter his entire deck. The entire starting stuff. We have 3 turns on that. We're going to do 3 turns so they line up. Extra turn? Nope. Bonus 3 damage. Not amazing. Oh, we did get our first thing. Restore health equal to 50% of the damage dealt. That's damage we deal. Last 2 turns and 2 combat cooldown. Now, while our prayers are out here, these cards count as out here. We cannot redraw those cards, which helps in a lot of ways because, like, they don't take up our deck, so we can draw our other stuff, like these cards constantly. Another rallying. Yeah, boy. We're gonna speed up all of our prayers and just kill him. We probably should have healed, but I believe he will level us. All bosses always do, and heal us to full. We don't need an action point, so we're gonna grab another equipment slot. Hopefully, we'll find some good equipment. We have 3 remaining. We cannot afford Confession, unfortunately.
Don't miss it.
So we are going to get a peek into the future. That book is just amazing. We don't have bonus money, which would have been helpful, but there's a good possibility we'll see it again. Fairy Blessing.
Let faith lead your way.
Hourglass of Time is a base action. Mustings is when you use a spell card, draw the same cost spell card and double its effect. Trigger once per combat. Or gain shield 5 times 5 at the start of each combat. We're gonna do the Musings. So what this does is, do we even have the ability to use it? Yeah, we more or less do. If we play this card, or this card, these are all 2 cost. It will draw one of the others, and whatever it draws, it doubles the effect. It will draw a card of the same cost and double its effect. So we preferably want to play this or this and draw this, because doubling this effect will help us win every combat much faster and much easier. A Healing Ointment's really good, because it's just for no cost, gain 3 mana and heal 3. And there's not a ton of heals in this game, so it's always useful to go after them if you can. Prayer of Doom's not bad. Reduce the number of cards an enemy can draw by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on how many turns the prayer lasts. So that's really good, because if you choose 5, that's an enemy turn skipped. Now, I don't think there's a single enemy in this game that ever gets to draw above 5. Natural Mark, draw 2 cards, have any elemental damage you take this combat. There's not a lot of elemental damage, but we might want to go for that. And we're going to keep the Amnesia Tavern around, because this is Act 2, and during Act 2 is when you can get that deal with the devil, more or less, idea. Guess we're going to take that. That's way more damage than we're going to deal. And that's the one where you could choose to gain money, to lose max health, lose action point or equipment slot, whatever it was, or gain some freeze cards. So we want a way to get rid of those freeze cards. We would like some prayers on the field. Speed that prayer up. And speed that prayer up. First damage card gets... The enemy cannot play a card during their... Oh, I didn't even know he had that. That might be new. Or he's just never played it on me. But I didn't know he had an ability that made me not be able to play cards on my turn. But, countered it, luckily. 5 piercing damage anyways. Whatever. We're gonna play this for 3. We're gonna healing potion, because we need it. Yes, that is useful. That's really useful. It's not gonna matter much, because he's probably gonna get some annoying stuff next turn. Oh no, he didn't. He hasn't drawn some of his annoying cards, but we're gonna go ahead and take all that. Confession. And bye, Mr. Quagmire. Lusty Quagmire he was.
Not all pumpkins are like me.
Not all pumpkins are like me.
Can you imagine being up on the chopping block?
No, I can't. We don't need to heal. You see, there it is. So that's what I was talking about. We played a 2 cost and it drew this. Now, I would prefer to wait till next turn because its effect is double. If we can get a prayer card and play it out, and then play that, it will reduce the time of the prayer card by 2. Like so. He's going to counter our first card. We don't need this card. So we're going to play that. And we're going to do this. Now it goes down to 3. We draw 2 cards. We draw 2 more cards. It goes down to 2. We play this for 2. And we just go ahead and go ham on him. And in 2 turns, he is done. There's nothing he can do. Hopefully we can draw a couple of our heals. There is a healing prayer, which is one of the better prayers in the game. It'd be nice to have, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it before this game is over. He will deal some free damage to us, which is fine. We're not going to die. We're not in danger. We're at below half, but there was a bandage, I think.
Who says my mind is paste?
Hey, mind my face. Oh, there was no bandage. There was bandage last time. The shop we're looking at...
My cat?
Do we want Prayer of Doom? Prayer of Doom's not bad, but we can find something better. We're going to exit that shop.
A good weapon may be helpful.
7 health heal is pretty good, but it ups its cost to 3, and we don't have another 3 cost. So that could be good, could be bad because of our Musinks. We're trying to draw this, right? So if we play this or this, nothing gets drawn, nothing gets doubled. But the way our Musinks works is when you use a spell card, draw the same card. It only triggers once, so I think it can trigger any time. But I thought it might have to be your first spell card played. The wording sometimes is a little weird.
Use the best material.
You could upgrade this for 12 damage once a turn, or this for a good heal. This is a free heal in mana, so we're probably going to throw it on that, because healing ointment's always a useful card.
Flowers and wine.
Handsome Man sucks. This is Trist Man rather than Trist Woman. Every turn he's going to... Oh, well, every other turn, I believe. We choose one of the cards we have drawn that turn, and we have to give it to him. We give that because he's most likely not going to use it to its full potential, and the other cards would deal more damage. Like, he did it for 3, so 10 damage is, I guess, more than I expected from him for the other one. Yes, we're going to bewitch him next turn. He's going to bewitch us also, most likely. Oh, no. No, he's just going to steal all our cards. He's going to steal all our cards and get us killed. Man, he is... Dang. Okay. You can have none of... You can have prediction. We might have to use some abilities. We're definitely going to have to use this to heal. And we're probably going to use this to grab that extra turn. Because he is being a jerk right now. Because if these two had gone off, we're taking 20 damage right there. And that's not good. We're going to confession, but it looks like we're taking that 20 damage, and this heal does really little for us. So we might die. Might be our first death. Ooh, nice, nice. We got a clutch counter there. He can't do anything. He is going to ask for a card, and we're going to have to give him this. Because it is our weakest card, but we get to do that for a 5 heal. We got to draw 2 more cards, up our confession to 8. And heal. So as long as he doesn't deal 16 damage, which I don't think is possible for him at this level in the game unless he gets insanely lucky, we're fine. But we are barely fine. Man, I hate that. That dude, him getting your cards is real bad. That's not good to be rude, beautiful girl. Any enemy that gets your cards from your deck, like, can screw you over. Cause he got 2 cards from our deck, so we lose the access to those 2 cards. Keep kidding him. Ask about Grandma's tracks. Ask him what he's doing in the forest. We're gonna beat him up. He sucks.
Stop!
I have no interest in children.
no interest in children.
Oh, well, good. Yeah. Run away, you jerk. Oh, okay, we're close to a level up, but we could use a heal. Mushroom's not that bad.
The Queen's
Apple event.
have all of the good stuffs.
I hate Cowardly Collector. We're gonna go after him because it's a free level up.
I can feel the treasure.
So what he's gonna do is run. You have a chance of escaping after taking damage. He is just a coward, but it's a free combat. Yeah, so we can more or less restock everything we need. He hasn't taken damage, so he doesn't get a run, but he just counters everything we do. Like, all he's based around is just preventing us from functioning. He has very little of his own damage. He's gonna counter our first card, which is fine to counter that. 3 turns. But we're not gonna damage him. If we kill him, we get bonus money, which is what we want. So if we don't damage him right away, we can get some good stuff off. What can we get from your deck? Just some bonus damage, and we'll leave 1 more turn to you. He's gonna deal a little bit of damage to us. He's gonna counter our first, I believe, damage card. Our health doesn't matter a ton because we should level up after this. So we really have to wait 1 more turn, but I don't know if we can. We're just gonna throw everything out. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, there he goes. Wait, I'm calling someone. Don't go anywhere. And he runs away. We get the experience, just not the money. We needed this when we were playing the knight. All we're getting is equipment slots, and we haven't seen any equipment drop. Basic attack. Oh, life prayer. Restore a bunch of health. Yes, very, very useful. Thankfully, we got that. We don't need to transition.
You stepped on my
but we can go fight the mushroom.
Beings again.
The mushroom, I don't think really does much important. I think he just applies a ton of poison. Let's see his deck. Oh, yeah, he's going to apply a bunch of pranks. We're going to take this. Yeah, you don't get to apply any more pranks. So we're going to put a 3-turn heal. I don't know if this battle will take much more than 3 turns, so that's useful for us. The card he just played puts this on us. Discard 1 card at random during your next turn. So right when we draw, we discard a random card. It's okay. Yeah, we got a bonus turn. And it shuffled pranks into our deck. Well, we got that bonus turn to counteract it. Not that does literally anything for us at this point. Man, we literally got nothing. Magic Pocket Watch, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, finally, some damage. We're gonna need some heavy damage this game. Deal 5 damage, draw 1 card. Yeah, you no longer get that in your deck. We're gonna draw. We're gonna heal, and we're gonna let it be your turn. Oh, we got a bonus turn. Thank you. We have 4 turns on that. I like to line them up. There's no real reason to, but it just means in 4 turns, he's gonna have a bad time. He's down to mostly basic damage cards, I believe, so we don't really have to worry about a ton this combat. Which is one good use of like that prediction stuff. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan, but running the enemy's deck out, oh, he still has that card, is one of the stronger things you can do. We're gonna shuffle 2 more pranks into his deck. Oh, and we're just gonna kill him. Nice.
Pharmacists, they always take away my companions.
I hate pharmacists. They always take away my companions. Void damage greater than once per turn. That's amazing. We need that Demon Skull. I mean, 4 damage, 4 mana for free, and 3 mana and prayer countdowns. Both really good cards. So if I had the chance to have them in my deck, I would.
But you can't.
This is the one that has a chance of just dodging. We're gonna put 4 turns, 5 turns heal, and let it be her turn. But we have a million equipment slots and nothing to fill them up with. So if we get chances to be able to, yeah, counter that. That's fine. Ooh, yes, give me that shadow potion. Thank you. Dodge my damage. That's fine. We're gonna draw and counter your cards. Yeah. How do you feel about your cards being countered? That's weird. Usually they play their stronger cards first. It's weird that she played her weaker card. Like, I don't think the AI is usually that great. I mean, she's gonna die here soon. I don't think the AI really plans like, oh, he's gonna counter my first card, so I'll play my weaker card, then my stronger card. I believe they usually just play them in an order, random order they drew them in. She's gonna counter a spell, I believe, is what she counters actually. I have no time to talk nonsense with you. I have an appointment. We could stop her for courage. We're gonna... Who's this appointment with? It's a lovely blonde man. But don't you go gossiping about me. So she's having an appointment with the handsome, the tryst man, most likely. He sucks. Our stuff is not doing so hot, guys. We really need to stack up some reputation or some courage.
Maybe he could stay. Do we really look this hideous?
The Atten is actually one that can make it so we win easier. On both sides, both players get a copy of the first card they play this turn. So I get to play a Rage Prayer, get to play a Rage Prayer, get to steal a card. And we're going to take Horror Breath. He's going to play Headbutt always. He always plays Headbutt first because it deals more damage the more he plays it, and he gets a free extra copy of it. He kind of gets to BS himself there. We're going to play Confession so we can get a free Confession. We're going to play Horror Breath because you suck. Play that. And we're pretty good. That's 8 free damage every turn. If I get some more chances to get some Confessions, I will show you how overpowered this card can get. Yeah, I mean, you can get 30, 40 Confession, and every turn they're just taking 30 and 40 damage, and, I mean, what are they gonna do? Alright, as long as this combat lasts 2 turns, I'll heal a bunch of HP. Yeah, countering that first time every turn is really helpful. Oh, he's gonna counter my first card. Magic Boundary, we don't that much. Especially since we get another one. Speed of all our prayers, heal us. Yes. And a level up. Ooh, Redemption Light. I thought it was Redeeming Light. Exile, deal piercing damage equal to the amount of Confession, absorb the same amount of health. We don't have a lot of Confession, so it's not amazing, but it is still useful. We're gonna grab the Demon Skull. We're gonna pass up the shop. Life Tiles, you remove from damage during your turn. Okay, like that doesn't seem awesome, right? Like you're immune from damage when they're not attacking you. But it is actually one of the more helpful equipments in the game. Poison damage, burn damage, any effects that they have that you're playing cards or any cards that might damage yourself are pretty much ignored. It can be insanely useful. We're gonna take this, we're gonna take that, we're gonna deal that, we're gonna deal that, we're gonna draw 2. We're gonna go ahead and just deal some bonus damage. Yeah, I wasted my Redeeming Light or Redemption Light, but I mean, this combat's not gonna last long enough, I don't think, for us to really get a ton off. 3, counter a card. Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna last too long. This Demon Skull, though, really good for those late game, high-powered spellcasters, especially. If they use something like their Firebolts that deal 30 damage on you, that can be a lifesaver. We're not even gonna get this life prayer off the heal, are we? Yeah, deal less damage. We got a heal and we can speed up all our prayers. Yes. The Cerberus ain't that bad. I mean, he can deal okay damage.
Where are you?
Prophet.
Where is... No.
I mean, this was also really good. We talked about this before. Smite, select one attack card you own, automatically use 5 copies of it. We don't have awesome attack cards, obviously. We have 2, but 5 copies of this, 9 damage each. That's pretty good damage. This person is all just about keeping me alive. She just dies after 3 turns. We can't kill her, so none of this stuff I'm doing matters. We're gonna keep Redemption Light though, because it can heal me, and we're gonna need that. Yeah. Deal some damage to me. No heals, but we did get some counters. Any levels of protection? Nope. Draw a card. Yes. Need some heals. Draw a card. You don't matter. So yeah, heals and armor, or dodge, or whatever your protection is, which the nun's protection is mostly just healing themselves before they die, hopefully. Not a ton of armor. Healing themselves in debuffs, like the Prayer of Doom can make you, like, make them skip a turn. And at the end of your turn, you're dead, so deal your free damage to me. And dead. Storm.
You have passed the test.
I don't think
And I can tell you a
Deal
secret if you'll
single damage.
pay me some gold.
I don't know if that counts. Pay me some gold, I'll tell you a secret. Grandma's whereabouts, the monster's origins, or no need. We're gonna talk about Grandma's whereabouts.
Kid.
How thoughtful of you. Your grandmother was clearly near the cemetery. Oh, -5 gold, +2 reputation. Nice. Alright, we can go near the cemetery. And we're gonna bandage ourselves. Skip. Pandora's box. Ooh. You get 1 weapon slot. All monsters equip 1 dirk. Randomly get equipment. We need that because we have no good equipment. Oh, nice. We got 2 of those. I don't know. Some equipment stack, some equipment don't. But here's what we were saving the Amnesia Tavern for. Take one of these. For a bunch of bonus money, I will take it. Gain 3 mana, draw 1 spell card from your deck. Really useful.
By the way,
Haste Master.
where is my cat?
We don't really need a lot of that.
Check these out.
Exile, let's comment your prayer card
You'll
speed up by
find what
1.
you need.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna take that. We would like a smite. There's 2 smites available. Don't really
Drink
need this.
some wine.
Yeah, we don't
and
need to
forget
waste
your-
money on the Amnesia Tavern. We'll let it go. Because we have the card
Each
collector.
card
We will
has
take
its value.
freeze. Yes, this is what I love Smite for. 4 damage and restores the amount of health. Take that 5 times, you can just heal yourself up to full. And our basic attack's not really helping us. Another confession. Yes, please. Should be the last apple.
Not bad.
Flag is no plenty. Copy
You
1
found
card
all
from your
the
deck.
apples.
Ooh. Think we're gonna copy our confession. Yes. And we get a mimic. Who's just gonna attack us first with a bunch of bonus first turn damage. Not a huge deal. Yeah, see, this is the one. Absorb any damage, but since there's no number on it, it probably only works once. This is useful, that's useful, oh, we actually don't have mana for once. So I didn't play Storm Strike because it deals 1 additional damage for this turn, which I guess doesn't matter because we don't have any attack cards, but... Confession, speed up, gain some mana, heal, that, and 2. That's the end of your turn. All your things speed up by 1. So at the start of your turn, your prayers go down by 1. But with that out, at the end of your turn, they also go down by 1. We also have this. I mean, honestly, Prediction's been helping us. We might have to keep it and just give it to our basic mana for another magic boundary. Bonus mana gain and another counter. Ooh, yes, Blessing's really good. We're going to start needing bonus mana gain because we're getting more spells, but 15 health and overhealing is converted to armor. It's our health potion, just better.
Well, then
And the Shade is our boss for this combat,
betray you.
for this act. He doesn't look like he does a ton, but he gets Vampire Sword, which is what we want. Restore 1 health for every 4 damage you deal. And gain some armor. Yeah, counter a first damage dealing card and draw a card, I believe is what I saw. I just looked at the picture, I didn't actually read the card, but I'm pretty sure that's what that one is. Oh yeah. Yeah, he gains its effect. Oh, great. He gains its effect. How useful for us. Thank you, game. Man, stupid. Now he has a 4 damage. And look, he just gets to counter 2 of our cards, so we're going to be able to do nothing next turn because we need mana. You can counter attack, prayer, and stab. Prediction will help us with that. Thank you. You no longer get that. We're going to now activate a confession. Activate that for some damage. Activate that for some mana. Activate that. And go ahead and heal up a little. Thank you. We get it. Yeah, counter that too. You can use that one. Corrosion deals 8 damage and lowers our maximum health by the amount of damage it deals. Not a fun card. We're gonna steal one of your horror breaths. We don't have enough for anything else. Man, we need to really get some cards out, guys. We're not doing so hot. I thought our prayers would deal a bit more damage, but I guess not a ton. With our Vampiric Sword, though, our confessions easily start to outscale his damage. Horror breath, yeah, counter a card. I mean, 11. We're healing 3 at the end of every turn and dealing 11 damage. With Confession, especially if we can get our hands on something like Vampire Sword, which I don't think can naturally spawn with us, we have to steal it from this guy. Gonna counter 2 cards again. Go ahead and take one of your basic attacks. We have to steal from him, it doesn't appear normally, but if we can get our hands on it, it's just insane. Like, there's almost no way we can lose once we start stacking Confession. Especially at this difficulty. At the harder difficulties, the enemies get real bad. Like, every turn that passes, they just get stronger. So your survivability matters a lot more in the harder difficulties. To trigger the effects of your Confession, draw 1 card. Yes, please. Not a scratch. End a boss fight with max health. Beat a boss when you're at full. Yeah, easy.
Where?
Smite.
I only carry the
Some damage on
highest
your
quality
turn. And a smite.
goods.
Yeah, we'll take both of those. Bring a life. Nothing else. Let's get to Act 3, the final act. Well, I thought I clicked a certain page. We need some reputation to be able to go after that boss. I believe we need, what is it? I believe we need 4, yeah, to be able to go after one of our bosses. Fast reactions, 20% dodge. Contract of life, we saw. Automatically restore 20% of your health you've lost for last turn. And delete 2 cards in your deck. We're just going to take 20% dodge. We don't have a lot of great survivability, so that'll help us. The Church Doctor.
My medicine.
I don't know if we fought this one before, but he doesn't allow you to play 2 of the same type of cards in a row. So if I play this Inspiration, I cannot play Magic Ointment because it's the same type of card. So we're going to play Smite, and we're going to play that. Confession, Attack Prayer, that. Beat up both prayers by 2 turns. Get a Life Prayer out there for that. Confession, Mana, and we're pretty much set for this whole combat. He'll be able to deal some damage. His poisons can get ridiculous, but guess what? We don't take poison damage. Oh, we would take 6 damage at the start of our turn. We take 0. Thank you. Self-torture. We have 8 Confession out. Yeah, we're gonna self-torture, prayer, redeeming light, redemption light. Keep forgetting. Once these 2 go off, though, he's done. He's done for. That's a lot of damage coming his way. It looks like he's gonna have a lot of damage coming his way.
Me?
Yep.
You will become just like a
Without me, we'll become just like a monster. What he's about to say. Heaven and Hell. Gain 8 mana or draw 2 cards. We only have 1 action point. We could have added another action point at one point. Maybe we should have. Nothing in our deck is really hurting us a ton. So we'll leave that Amnesia Tavern for now. And we'll fight this fire elemental.
Your hair is burning.
Apparently our hair is burning. Beat up that prayer by 2. Keep Redemption Light. Yeah, that card's really annoying. What that card does is it deals 3 fire damage. Then for the rest of the combat, you deal 3 more fire damage whenever you deal fire damage. Deal bonus 8 damage, heal up. So, and that card also stacks with itself infinite. A lot of cards in this game like stack to can be used to stack ridiculously. So he would deal 3 bonus fire damage, then 6 bonus fire damage, then 9 bonus fire damage. And if you notice that mana card we got deals some fire damage and gives you mana, that bonus fire damage stacks to that damage, and it can kill things really fast.
Mushroom is the king.
So the mushroom will revive and grow stronger once after he dies. So we're gonna hopefully not make that too big of a problem. Blood Drinker. Confession. Activate our Confession twice. Draw 2 cards. That card. Speed up all our prayers. We don't need Redemption Light yet. We have 4 mana. We'll get 3 at our start of our turn. But yeah, that mana is also why you want to upgrade your Moonlight Code. 3 mana start of every turn is really helpful. Because there's some turns, some combats, like some runs, you just won't get mana cards drawn. You will just get unlucky or whatever, and you just will not be able to draw a bunch of mana cards into your deck. So having that upgraded early helps you at least be able to consist through the game. Oh, but this guy's being a pain. We're going to want some late prayers for when he evolves. We don't want to kill him too fast. When he evolves, he will put out a bunch of counters, but he won't be that much stronger overall. I think he adds some poison to his deck. He is healing himself a little bit, but that's not a huge issue. Oh, we need some mana. I didn't realize we're at absolute 0, but... Yeah, he also, when he revives, he becomes immune, so you can't kill him outright. It's really annoying. This is one of his things. Trigger when the enemy plays a mana card. Counter it, draw a card. And we're going to do that because we need mana, and we don't want him to counter all our mana cards. We're going to end our turn, which sucks that we actually got the bonus turn, because we get to do nothing with it. We can do this. I was hoping to steal. I believe he gets 2 counters. I was hoping to steal his other one. There you go. I have 22 damage confession. Good luck, sir. But yeah, do you see how his first turn after he does that, see how much he gets to draw? Well, luckily we had every single counter in our deck out. So he gets none of his counters out, which helps us. But he does still get to do a ton for his turn. We got no mana cards. Yeah, I could use this. Thank you. We're going to play Prayer of Doom. If we play them for 1, they activate immediately. And we're going to do that just to deal a bunch of free damage and keep our prayers back in our deck. Man, he gets to draw a lot of cards. That seems reasonable. That was a reasonable amount of cards, sir. We need some mana. We need some healing. We're going to deal some damage. We're going to predict. I was hoping to draw one of his mana cards. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I had the one where you gain its effect, because that helps so much. That's like one of the better counters. You gain the effect of the cards they are trying to play. He's gonna counter this. Yeah, what a jerk. It's not gonna get to be able to be played. The combat will be over. There you go.
No cooperation.
What? We're almost to a level up, so that's good. Every level up in normal difficulty will, I believe, heal you full. We'll take a Prayer of Doom.
No one is faster than my
The last boss, if we play it on him, or her, depending on who we fight. We don't need a life. Well, if we don't play the life prayer, we don't need Peek into the future. But a 5 life prayer with these 2 played, and that is insanely useful. We'll need the healing for this combat. And yes, please. Prayer of Doom, every turn 2 counts rather than 1 count go down. And we're 2 turns, we're realistically 1 turn away from 15 life. But he gets to counter a ton of our cards. And he gets to play about infinity cards. Thank God we got that. That fast reaction is saving our life. We're going to let him counter that. Now is when we can use the bonus turn. Man, thank you, game. Giving me a bunch of worthless stuff from his deck. Oh, that's not good. Longbow is not good for him to have. Every action card he plays will deal 1 bonus damage. He normally spams a bunch of action cards. Luckily, he didn't get to this turn. Gonna counter a card. We don't need that. But we're gonna play 2 confessions. Counter one of his cards, and we're definitely gonna play take his after image. Oh, nice. I gotta go off, and we gotta heal a ton of health. 0 damage, but it still dealt 1 damage because of this. We're gonna let him take prediction. We're gonna play redemption light so we can heal up. Stop hitting me.
Perhaps
we can join forces. Get the monster who kidnapped your grandma. I believe we asked him last time. We're gonna refuse.
No. I
swear, Wallwolf
I
sneaking
saw
around.
a sneaking werewolves.
Yeah, reputation. Good. Thank God we needed some. Another equipment slot. The upgrade's not too much for us. Most of our decks maxed out, so I mean, I guess we could have upgraded a couple of cards, but on the off chance that we get some good equipment, this helps. I don't think it's possible at this point in the game. This dude sucks, but we're gonna play a life prayer. We're gonna counter, and we're gonna get in some armor because he's about to play out some cards that deal a bunch of damage. Yes, thank you for the freezes. I really like when those are in my deck. He draws 4 cards. We're gonna play a Prayer of Doom at 4. We're gonna play that. We're gonna play that. We don't have enough for this, but we don't have enough for this. And thank you. Thank you for that freeze, actually. You helped me. Actually, you didn't really help me because if I didn't have the freeze, I would have drawn it anyways. You really just slowed me down. Good dodge, good dodge. Although we still have this. So if he plays 1 of those a turn, which I believe is his max, we pretty much will counter it 100% of the time. We just need the free damage and this guy as soon as possible. I mean, and we discard our hand anyway, so there's no reason not to play it right now. I mean, we're not going to get a huge confession stack. We have 3 in our deck now? 2, 2 or 3? Oh yeah, make me discard a random card. Move your draw. Yes, we're gonna smite that. Speed up all our prayers, deal some bonus damage, and counter a card. Once this goes off, after 3 turns, activate stab 5 times. Heal against him. Oh, you're dead, sir. You're dead. Yep, you're dead at the start of my turn. And that is why we want to Demon Skull. They don't stack, so it is kind of lame that we can give one away if we get to an opportunity. Actually, we can transform one, I believe, soon. How many turns is left on that? 0. We're going to transform one of these because they don't stack. Exiled. Retrieve a card you exiled in this combat. Super. We exile this, which is useful. Actually, we exile this one, this one. This one stacks. And Prayer of Doom, for some reason, gets exiled. I don't think there's many combats that you play it multiple times anyways. Get a chance to play it multiple times at max, but we are going to go ahead and do this. Okay, first turn. Yeah, she removes all of our action points, so we're not going to be able to play actions anyways. In this combat, Miss Piggy sucks. Oh, she's undead, Miss Piggy, but still, we're going to speed up everything. We're going to heal, we're going to confession, we need some mana, and some armor. 4 armor's not great, but 4 less damage we take. Chilled is something we haven't really talked about. It's a debuff that can be put on you, or you can put it on the enemies. And you deal 4 or less damage, so if we were to deal 8, we deal 4 and that goes away. So it's helpful. It's more or less like reverse armor, kind of, if you will. You're making them deal less damage. It doesn't work for piercing damage. Rather than preventing damage to yourself, it's just another type of armor, if you will. We have 8 mana. This would all be all we get to play, which is fine with me. Because that allows us to do that. Oh yeah! I forgot, I prevented one of her turns because of the prayer. That was Prayer of Doom. That's how useful it is. Activate that so we don't have to deal with her anymore and she's dead. Oh, she's gonna talk to us.
Even if I
failed, but maybe you really can save the forest. We were going for reputations we're going to solve. Frequently appears in this forest. She must have something to do with your grandmother's disappearance. 2 reputation. Thank you, Miss Piggy, you helped. Our reputation's good, our reputation's good.
The doomsday.
Do you have anything we want to get rid of in our deck? Not superbly. We still have that amnesia tablet sitting there. This dude will just mix a ton of... Yeah, there you go. He gets to start out by just mixing a million pranks into your deck. There will be plenty of turns with this dude where you just don't get to do anything. Which is unfortunate. Well, we're going to counter your first 2 cards. See how you don't like to do much. I mean, we have 8. Confession out really good. Yes. That is the card that Demon Lady, the Succubus, also gets to play that prevents me from having a turn. It's a really annoying card, and I'm glad we got to counter it. 12. Confession every turn? Yeah. So you can kind of see how Confession can just get ridiculous. This class I used to think was one of the stronger classes because of it, but man, once I played the Mechanic is by far the most overpowered class I have seen. If you can get one of the builds off, like the last boss even. First playthrough on the max difficulty, which we'll find out eventually is Nightmare difficulty, and there's springs you can more or less do to increase the difficulty even further, how you see fit, and we are not doing so hot. We need this, but we're not going to get it off. And I did it max the first try and beat it with that character because that character is really powerful. We got plenty of mana. Equipment.
Check these out.
Life Leech. Ooh, here's what I was talking about. One of the amazing cards. Holy Scepter. Put a copy of all prayer cards into the battlefield. Yes, please. We're going to take that.
Never stash all your nuts
We're going to take all the gold because we need money. This one. See if we can build a great build. We need some mana gain cards. This dude does stuff like draw a random card, draw a card, gain a random attack card. Useful. Yes! Yeah! 12 confession, turn 1. Thank you. Ooh. Holy Scepter is going to be difficult to get off with that 20 mana cost, but we have it in our hand. See what we can do. We're going to play that. Falling stones. We have to do this. We're gonna heal up the damage, some of the damage we deal, because he's gonna start to deal a lot of damage to us. We have piercing damage, most of our damage, which is confession, so his armor doesn't really matter. But we are preventing one of his stronger attacks every turn, which is really helpful. Mana. Normally I do not have this big of an issue. Retrieve a card I exiled this combat. Yes. That went up to 2. Now 2 go down at the end of every turn. So our prayers are going to be going off nearly instantly if we play our cards right. How did he get through this? Did he already deal that much damage? Man, we really need to watch out. So we're going to Divine Smite for this because we need to heal. Speed up all our prayers. Ooh, a double confession. Yes, please. We're going to take some just bonus damage. Bye. End of next turn, we should heal to full and kill him. Well, not to full, but we should heal a fair amount. We're going to definitely heal. We don't want to use that because that will kill him. We want this to go up. There we go. Goodbye, sir, and or madam. Smithy. Now we can upgrade.
It's bad iron,
we're going to upgrade this. Just because we're using it so much for Smite, it is helpful to have out.
The world is
Old mage.
Hi.
Oh my. At the start of your turn, draw 1 spell card from your deck. Really good. So, draw 2 cards. Man, not a great first turn, but hey, in 3 turns, she gets to do nothing. This is not... I don't believe this is the one. One of the cards, the enemies, I thought it was an owl, will transform every card in your deck. So your deck will just not be your deck. Yes, we want this. This gives us protection. The other one's more mana, but this gives us some armor. 5 armor and 5 frost to her. So yeah, those powerful spells, granted once at least per turn by that. Some healing. Luckily we get to prevent her turn. Next turn, yeah, draw 5 less cards. How the heck do you still draw a card? Oh yeah, because this doesn't count as a card draw. We're gonna retrieve that. We're gonna draw Holy Scepter. And we're gonna take an additional turn because she can kill us in 1 turn. We're gonna speed up our prayers. Oh, nice.
You should be more respectful.
You should be more respectful to your elders. Huh. Treat her.
Young lady, you're much kinder than that sanctimonious priest.
Sanctimonious priest. Reputation. Magic boundary. Actually, we do need more mana cards, and that is one of the more helpful ones.
All my potions
Max
have
health. All your potions are specially made. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, we know. Revenge. During the enemy's turn. When you take damage, they will take equivalent damage. Normally, honestly, I don't grab it. But we'll grab it. We'll see what happens. Why not? Yeah! Cast and run. We just need the mana cards. Cast and run's okay. 2 action points. We don't really have enough to capitalize on that.
Highest quality
I'm gonna
goods.
grab another confession and a possess. Possess gains you a bunch of mana and lets you draw a card. It's an exile, so you can only do it once, but it's useful. This dude will just stack these up, and yeah. Yeah, every card now does 3 bonus damage. Every card now does 4 bonus damage. At least I dodged 1. Bane. Draw a card. That's useful. Excuse me. After about 3 turns, we get a free turn. He doesn't get to do anything, but we need some damage and some survivability. Yes, please. Yes, please. Actually, Revenge doesn't help us a ton because we're going to be countering, but still can deal a fair amount of damage. Well, that doesn't really help us. We'll play him both. Why not? Why the heck not? We're going to counter his first card. Then he's going to start killing himself as much as he kills us, which is really useful. Yeah, that's pretty helpful. Alright, his next turn he gets to do nothing. Nice. Draw 5 less cards, please. Yeah, boy. I only got a heal. And goodbye, Mr. Chest. Bye. Alright, that wasn't too bad. We got a fair amount of spirit. Yeah. Pound of life. We really need some equipment.
You will find what you
Get an extra turn at the end of your extra turn. Your health decreases to 1. Last health, it's okay. Not a huge fan. Because it's the one-off type thing. Alright. At the start of your turn, deal fire damage for each card in the enemy's hand. So we have to make sure we play all of our cards. Otherwise, he will deal a bunch of free damage to us. This turn 1 is always amazing. Deal 5 more damage, you do 1 inch damage in combat. Good we countered that, because, yeah, that's a base, just 1 damage he gets it. It's another one anyways. But base 1 damage he deals. He reduced all of our attack cards got downgraded. But 1 damage on everything he does, up by 1. Yeah, bonus turn. Thank you, game. You really know when I need help. And 7 confession. Not amazing, but it definitely can grow. Trigger our confession. And before you asked, you can get infinite bonus turns from that card that gives you bonus turns. It says like a less chance, but you can. I've triggered it 2 or 3 times in a row before. It can be insane. Now, his next turn he does get to play, but he doesn't really get to play. Because we're just going to counter everything he does. Yeah, how's it feel to be screwed over, game? How does it feel? Some mana, but we're not going to get enough mana. Yeah, 1 bonus damage for me is not bad. I will take 1 bonus damage for this whole combat. Not a single prayer drawn, which is interesting.
It had a red cape too.
2 drained cards. Drained is like freeze, but it's a mana cost rather than an action point cost. We shouldn't need the health, we'll need the damage. And if he deals enough damage to us, he'll just kill himself. Which I don't think he'll be able to. But more drain. Oh, shapeshifter. Draw some cards. Yeah, kill yourself. Yeah, keep killing yourself. Yeah, good job. Making this easy on me. Yeah, trade. For 2 mana, draw a card. The enemy gains 1 mana. So he's draining our mana. I'm gonna gain a bunch of. I'll let him do it. We are just gonna heal. Yeah, boy, heal the fool. It is rather unfortunate that you missed, sir. We're gonna take the Glorious Prayer. Normally I don't have this big of a problem with mana. What do we not need? What could be better? Revenge? Do we have any bad mana gain cards? Not really. Recall's been helping us a ton. We're gonna do Revenge. Ah, you gave me the worst card in the game! Not the worst card in the game, but a really worth card.
Only carry that.
Not a lot there I want. We're gonna forget.
What's for today?
Forget Last Hope, just because I knew I kept that Amnesia Tavern around for something.
Check these out.
That is amazing, man. I wish I had mana right now. Shrink is really good.
I only carry the highest.
Teleportation's also really good. Directionless is also really good. We can't afford Shrink anymore, which is fine. We're gonna get that. Teleport, and why not get Demon Blade? It's bonus damage. We started with it equipped. Okay, we said we were going after the Priest. We can go after the Mystery Man also, but we're gonna go after him. So the Priest's special thing is when he dies, change it to a statue after death. We'll show you what that means. We're probably not gonna need that too much. Draw a card. Teleport. Do we want the bonus turn already? No, we don't need the bonus turn. We'll let him. He will stack confessions faster than we can. Also, I wish we got some of those misfortunes. 5 turns, 40 damage. Those are amazing prayers. Confession. Call. And we're gonna take another turn. For a confession and a heal. Hopefully draw some mana cards. Yes, please. Get enough mana to recast that, speed up all our prayers, confession. That gives us a confession of 11. Now, we'll show you how stupid this dude can be. Ah, you don't get to do anything that turn. You're right. We're going to gain some mana, we're going to gain some health. So, he turns into this statue. And we have to kill that statue. Then he comes back. I believe he comes back with less health than before, unless that was. I mean, that's low health. But yeah, we more or less... But when he turns back into a statue, he'll still have the health the statue had. There's one thing I wish this bot did is when he turned into a statue, got rid of his confession and his, like, prayers. That kind of makes sense to me, but... I mean, I don't get to make... We're gonna take hidden bombs. So yeah, you don't get hidden bombs. We're gonna destroy all your stuff. It destroys our equipment too? I thought it said enemy equipment. Whatever. We're gonna play Holy Scepter soon. And show you who's the better prophet. It's me. Play every single prayer I have maxed out, yes please. Including the prayers that were exiled, if you'll notice.
The guidance of faith.
Lose all mana? All mana! All mana. Really? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, good. Yes. I do not have enough mana for that. I do need this. He's about to deal with sun.
Truth is always way more complicated.
Yeah, that's what that happens. They mistakenly thought that on the full moon night they could help the monsters quietly eliminate Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. Once the Hope family was wiped out, the legend of lifting the curse on the Black Forest would disappear completely. However, they didn't expect they would have to go personally and pay such a high price to fight their enemy. When the priest fell, the cursed monsters reverted to their human forms, and the Black Forest was no longer covered by snow all year round. But the church's blind greed still remains. So yeah, the church is kind of not great in this game. But there you have it. That was a pretty good run. Could have been better. I mean, but overall, that was not bad. Pretty simple last boss fight. Got a couple achievements. But thank you. That's been a Seabat 77 with the Night of the Full Moon. You got to see a run through the Nun. Next time, we'll go through the next class. Or whatever you want to call them. Class is what I call them. The next story, if you will. The Witch. Which, another spellcaster, but we'll see how it goes. But thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked it. Tell me what I can do more, and tell me what you'd like to see. And like I said, next time, hopefully Betrayer will be out soon. We can play through that game together. Thank you. Bye.